the child how to read but not to reason. But fundamental nana ya wa na uni nana.
Okay.
So me started school from Bempa College to and no busa me say Bempa College me government history literature. Me buy no me call School of Journalism. Me call me masters to UK. Me sua we. But some of the key things that I learned, me nkaibi and was me read two poor pass and go away. Medical doctor or medical school so but feel that there are certain things I on remember. But me ba o abruchiri. Obeko school near the and nyoma basabasa go say organize it. I don't know the whole day. I don't know be the whole day. Obejuno say teacher for what they are just identifying talent. They are teaching them how to reason. And unti any at your chroma politicians yambi obitimi can some why him say asem okay and ya no correct. But the fact that we are not reasoning. And I'm just saying it.
That's true.
But see, all these things have progressed through time.
It has become part and parcel of us.
You understand? And at a certain level, we call ourselves independent people. Home from them. What did we do that made us independent?
The independent is partial independent. You know why? Because the colonialists, the educational system, and I make sure we are being taught. Obi enemy officer, obi to me say or pejumo gas in the sobebano or ni CV mawa. CV no the amount. Unum the wakoye HR anyone whiny ubusano about fundamental basics about or no one kasana you go to me and said okuta master's degree. Okuta master's degree.
Probably with the first class.
The job market, almost about 65% of them nukrano or the Okwakusian University nukra onim.
Na first ka go bargain. Na someone like let me say wo we 50 million at bed. Me say one way e mu 2 penny bet me you are. Two.
And I make sure a part of our system. And you know that is why I always say media a most powerful tool to change the perception of an African. But say media no is just the media is there to entertain, educate and inform. Listen.
We'll check. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I thought that you add other parts of it. Before media came was educational system. It is the educational system. Akwala class 1 up to class first year, 1 year up to 5 years. Then it's not the media. It's not the media because education. Now they're gonna media buy.
Uda sorry ya wo foforo. Then motivate you say broni papa che yesusu ye mama che wade yesusu. Miss many Fred dia me papa sa ta me de video deck share yi mu ane ye hwe. Ye hwe me first movie I me hwe was Hercules.
But now we go school. We go classroom and say na Hercules gratis.
School no buy.
School no was tie. And after that we hear Hercules obroni na ofa na fe coming to America. Near the way omo ye omo ye nyina fu say the perception is that there's something heaven somewhere.
Yeah.
They use the media.
That's fact. That's a fact.
Powerful tool of the media to change the perception of an African to believe that the Ekoso Abruchiri. Me call London at the age of 17. We were Bempa College. Namkoi. When I entered from Heathrow, straight going from there to West Croydon, and I'm like, if you don't know any guys and Kuko Bobina, I say,
Dan,
and I'm like, hey, into Abrochena no any. That time when I went to November, no, you have longer nights and shorter days. Mrs. Sorry, call a Juma, me sorry, and upon me share no na, and Kwalani dia grow school more at Chiho, ye baby at in West Croydon, Wallace Warborn Court. Now Mudia grow over 2 no be a quite Juma, but and Kwalandia, and I'm like, and no any, oh sorry, there's a shop so corner. And I'm like, wow, this is
where Hercules, you know?
There's heaven. Where's the
Hercules?
The heaven on earth that they are talking about.
Yeah.
So it comes back to Oko Brixton Market. Ubedru ona ubi towards SRD. I'm like, Megusa my cousin. Why are they abroche? You were like, those things that they talk about, well, they are developed a little bit because they have the infrastructure. Apart from that, there's nothing. And to the point that I'm making is say, almost the sad didn't share your dream. Am I believe we say be a free brony ho baby is the best and absolutely yeah culture and yeah you know, and it comes back to what we are talking about here. It's a very fundamental the educational system. You don't even believe in yourself. I didn't in Africa, maybe a master's wa. Me koi na me diploma or GIG. Nam de ko UK. Right, you do on my touch baby, Clarendon College, you touch baby, you have to start from the basics. If you want to be a journalist, you have to start from the basics. And I'm sure say everybody. That is the bottom line. It's you know, go back. Share how we can redevelop ourselves, our mentally. Gaddafi and sorry say obey united the whole Africa. The resources in this country. What happened? Or see a Bank of Africa reserves are gold reserves are no wow they got to say what happened? Saddam Hussein sorry say or shed the way the crew no corner also possessing weapons of mass destruction. They went there, they couldn't find anything. One African leader Ben and your boss apart from Paul Kagame. And recently me am president to Timijina year nim kika na adwene kire no.
President
Akufo-Addo. And a friend is saying one of the
102.9.
You are not going to cut it. But what's that? It's a very good question that you are. Where immediately after COVID-19, the rating agency started picking on Ghana. Using ways. Massa, it's a part of the strategy. No African leader will have that balls to stand in front of a French president and tell him this. And you think, say, Opa, go and check Sasha and Sasha, all the rating agencies.
But you see, in the midst of all these things, you know. Now, after the meeting with the IGP, in fact, we had to allow because the education in there was worth it. Was worth it. After the meeting with the IGP, Bempa, it became clear that those comments are mostly Mahama ye na a treasonable na a say ni say no money adenina. The police told you, as in the political parties, it is not true that they are not reasonable. And Fahre ma will be uncle fee. Mokra moja police, moja politics, no munja, near dear police. No be a queer commenter, police cry yati. And Casa Cochini Paco, no political parties, more aggressive IGP con, Quachino. Most send a petition to him. NDC also sent petition to him to arrest.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that?
Yes.
Also, Munyana fresh on Coach Bina, Munyamo politics, no new policy. And Yaman and Batchen say,
I respect the IGP for his position and his discretion when it comes to those things. But yes, what he say, if we are CIT and now my Timuno, Uni, Newman Kitengiti, Adipaya, Omunu, and a Chini Pan in the shoe. What did I make an say? We are former president. Baby, me, he became a minister of communication. Obi catch him say, "Ne kobe we are coming in da."
And why they?
He was my friend when I was a diploma student in School of Journalism, and I know him. What did I make an say? And you maybe the president. Do you know the reason why they picked him as a running mate?
Tell me.
Nana, I will tell you. I don't want to go there.
Oh,
no.
What's the appetite? After there was hand drop here, sir.
Because me person me call.
Okay,
okay. A bit change the course of our conversation. What you say? And from there, no, and nay, baby, oh, Jinano. Unim say revolution. Me and me revolution. SSS. The buy a Ghana for a pese a chiwadia kesia Ghana for pese a bit tibida. National Reconciliation Committee Rollins by or CTC or Kufo by the city say ye two be contract na enkophobia omofa ho hwere omonkwa ene nyoma esisi ye. We can talk that on the other day. So obeka ebibia se odun ketia Rollins wu ye obegina o kan asem bia meka chese so nim no one keep quiet. Secret e be ba bonten no one hwe ya obugbedwane on party ni begu because Sanyoma no Ghana form pese betibi. Former president, knowing that because of cheap politics, will say NDC comes from a revolutionary background. And when it comes to unleashing violence, nobody can beat you. Meaning is a Rollins not just a no cancer assembly. What is a Rollins? Our New Year revolution. As SS by our admitting or catch will say NDC come from a revolutionary background. And when even revolution come here, Mahama now come.
IGP said they have passed it through their legal test and laboratory.
The point that I'm making is that they are with the Befi, or not the ones no Befi. Starting talking like this, it got to an apogee. A din somewhere the Bebano. Susan Swan. Ebema me Bebuno, I'm a two honor, I me feel say me a political activist. If the former president has talked like this, I can also go to the extent in a youth organizer. All constituency bisha so kasana yeah political party MPP for yes and trans say we just allow them to speak like that. And you know as you hunu na media no nemu na mu shemu say former president yen kasa sa president Akufo-Addo ka bibi na nya mutimi ka kire no enu na de sanity beba enye IGP asem ni we asem ene ye kan wa how. Former president, enti Uba bedi 4 years, so DK your man 4 years, no baby dear, maybe your ideas. And I will trust ODK for coming to spend 4 years of this because he has something new to bring. Can be new.